Hello, beautiful souls. Happy spring equinox. As you can hear, the birds are chirping, the flowers are blooming, and I want to do a read for the collective for the week of March 18th. We also have the beginning of Aries season, which is also the astrological new year. You guys know I'm not an astrologist, but I will talk about the energy. So let's go ahead and just see what comes through. I love that we just have this little guest of this bird. All right. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments. How is this energy shift feeling for you right now? Is it feeling good? I feel like there's this general feeling of uplifting, coming alive, defrosting from the winter that I'm really, really loving for a lot of us. So let's go ahead and see. What do the cards want to tell the collective about this time? Okay, I'm going to pull a few before I start to read them. Okay. This definitely feels like the completion, like something coming to an end, but it feels like cycles of our life coming to an end. It feels like this is parts of ourselves that we are outgrowing or leaving behind. There's a lot of this new energy coming from this closure. I also feel like right now may be the time for planting seeds, but it may not be the time that you're seeing the flowers bloom. So you may be seeing the flowers or the fruits bloom from seeds that you've planted long ago, maybe even 6 months ago, maybe even last eclipse season. That definitely feels relevant. But I feel like you have new seeds that you're working on right now. And there's a little bit of restlessness, impulsiveness that I'm feeling where we're we want it now. That definitely feels like the Aries influence. Right now, more than ever, I feel this energy that we need to stay very focused. So if there's anything that's coming into your life that feels like a distraction, or if it feels like it's taking you off track, or it is influencing you in a different direction, they're really asking you to stay on the path of your true north. So you're heading in that direction, you know what you need to do, and now you're being asked to follow through, which I think is really important, because I do think that whether it's romantic or it could be social, or even just a new business idea that just came out of nowhere, they're stay true to your path, stay on your true north, stay focused on what it is that you are working on. It's really important right now that you don't get distracted, because there's going to be all these new fresh ideas, and it's going to feel really inspiring. But it's not time for that. I feel like if you let yourself get distracted right now, it's I feel like you're going to feel depleted. So that could be energetically, and that could also be financially. So really just making sure that you stay on your course, stay on your path right now. There's a lot of wisdom here. So I feel like up until this point, what you have learned maybe over the last year or the last few years is what is going to be guiding you into this next chapter. It's not the new random ideas that are popping up. It's your soul's purpose. It's fulfilling a mission. It's seeing something through a long-term goal. That's what's happening right now with this wisdom. So you're meant to stay with the energy of what you've been working on and not get distracted by the new. It's going to feel really tempting, but they're also just reminding you right now, don't worry about that scarcity and that energy of what if I don't do it right now? Am I going to miss this opportunity forever? They're really asking you to stay away from that. So if that is a partner maybe, and you're oh my gosh, now is really not the right time, or it's going to be a distraction for me, so I need to stay focused and move forward. There may be that little sneaking thought of am I going to miss this opportunity forever if I don't say yes now? And they're no, trust in divine timing. Trust that just as it popped up into your life unexpectedly, that it will unexpectedly work out when it's supposed to as well. There's so much that we're being asked to lean into with trust right now, with not a lot of evidence. The evidence is our intuition. The evidence is what we know is good for us. Ooh, 444. All right. I feel like somebody's rocking the boat. I feel like there could be some disturbances right now when it comes to, I'm hearing what we thought we wanted. That's interesting. Okay, so we could be rethinking like what fulfillment actually even means to us. This doesn't mean that like we're going to be coming into a time where like things are not going well or it's like a struggle. It doesn't have to be viewed in that way. This feels more so like reevaluating what we actually want. So if you're not getting what you want right now, I encourage you to lean into and ask yourself like what's true to your soul, you know? Like this could be big topics like whether or not you want to have children or whether or not you want to move, or, you know, what is your soul's purpose? What do you do for work? And things like that. Those are like big questions to be asking yourself right now. And they're basically just saying it's okay if you changed your mind. There's a sense of feeling like brand new right now where I think we could be getting to know ourselves in a new way, a new version. That just feels like so big. That feels so big. We could feel like who we are right now is someone brand new. This little bird is making me so happy. I love that he's just joining in. Ooh, shedding so much. I feel like that's what's been happening over the last few months. A lot of you guys will probably resonate with that, where you've just been like shedding so many layers, shedding so much skin. And now I feel like we're like, okay, all these layers are off of me. Who am I? Who am I now? We're coming to the surface in the springtime. That winter was like a reflection and a time to go inward. And now we're resurfacing and we're like, okay, I'm blooming brand new this year. Like, what happened to me when I was beneath the earth? There's so much energy here of feeling brand new. Okay, so I want to focus on the positive here of how this is an opportunity for starting fresh, an opportunity for beginning new, becoming someone different, stepping into your highest self, stepping into your truest, like most authentic version. But I also want to talk about how you could be feeling a little out of sorts. You could be feeling a little unfamiliar, discombobulated, dysregulated, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're off track, and that doesn't mean that something bad is going to happen. It just means that you need to take your time right now. It just means that you are becoming new. You know, it's like when a baby deer is born and they are trying to learn how to walk. They've never done it before, you know? So we could be feeling like wobbly on our legs right now. It's okay, really. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. And I think you know that in your heart, but I think that maybe there's some sense of disappointment because maybe you were attached to it, a particular goal. Maybe you were attached to an outcome and it didn't go the way that you had planned, even though you know that what's happening right now is for the best. All right, attachments. That's what this is about. Attachments, and the harder we grip, the harder we fall, okay? There is an opportunity here for relief. You see how this is upside down? Like if it were upright, that's like being impaled or like surrounded by all of these swords. But it being in this direction, it's like they fall to the ground because of your perspective or because of your decisions or because of your shifts. So know that you have so much power right now to release those attachments that are bringing you down. Anything that you have to grip super tightly to is probably not meant for you. And I think that that's a harsh realization that a lot of us are having right now. That letting go and not forcing things, even if it was like something we were attached to, something we had an expectation of, something we might feel really disappointed by, letting it go is going to feel so incredibly good because you are no longer holding on to trying to control the outcome. You are allowing things to flow as they are meant to. I feel pretty resolved with this message. I feel like this is what needed to come through. Remember that spring is a time of renewal, fertility, planting seeds. It's a time to utilize the energy of this perfect conditions for new seeds and blooms. You know, like we have seeds that are going to start to bloom now, and then this is also an opportunity to plant more. So and those are going to be things that are going to be blooming in summer. So just pay attention, okay? Pay attention to where you're putting your energy right now. Plant seeds. Remember that this is a fertile time this little bird is reminding us of. And know that, you know, you could feel like a baby deer right now. You could feel like a flower that has just bursted through the soil and bloomed. It might feel really new and different, but lean in, lean in. It's a beautiful, beautiful time for renewal.